Hi guys, it's Lanai. Welcome back to another video. I have got literally the most exciting day planned for today. I'm just about to head into Bruges. Yes, Bruges, the one in Belgium with the waffles. And I'm going to the library to return some books, and I also want to take out a bunch of new ones because, as per usual, I'm just in desperate need of some new reading material. But I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along and show you just how beautiful this place is. Especially now at Christmas time with all the lights and the decorations and the festivities, and it is just magical. So yeah, come along and let's go. Bruges and books. Bruges and books, honestly, are just the best combination. I'm back with 6 books to haul for you guys. The first book I picked up was Me and Mr. Darcy by Alexandra Potter. He's every woman's fantasy. I mean, ain't that right? So this story follows a woman named Emily who has had bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, and she decides she is done, she has had it with men and dating, and she just wants to curl up with Pride and Prejudice and fantasize about Mr. Darcy, and then she'll be happy. So when her best friend invites her along to Mexico for a week of man-hunting and margaritas, she decides to go on a literary lovers tour of Jane Austen in England instead. And she ends up on this tour bus with an eclectic cast of old ladies basically, and one journalist as well who's writing a story about people, well, women especially, who are obsessed and in love with Mr. Darcy and the reasons behind this basically. But then on this tour she also happens to come face to face with the actual literal Mr. Darcy himself from Pride and Prejudice. I love anything to do with Jane Austen. Honestly, I just eat it up. If it's a movie, if it's a book about the book, I want it all. This just looks so cute and funny and fun. I also picked up The Carrie Diaries by Candace Bushnell. So I haven't read or watched Sex and the City, but I did watch the Carrie Diaries series show a few years ago. I literally watched it religiously with my sister every single week. We were proper fangirls for that show, I tell you. So when I saw this in the library, I was like, definitely got to have this one. So this book follows Carrie Bradshaw in her senior year of high school as she navigates academics, family, friendships, boyfriends, and we kind of get to see her step into her writing shoes for the first time and discover her voice and see how her love for New York City comes about, and everything that kind of sets off the events for Sex and the City. I'm really hoping this is going to be very similar to the show because, yeah, like I said, I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. The next book I picked up is also a pretty popular book on BookTube and beyond, and it is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I've read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell previously. It's the only book by her that I've read, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. So I don't know why it's taken me so long to pick this one up, to be honest. I guess just something about the premise hasn't really gotten me that interested in it. But, once again, limited English section, so there you go. This story is about a boy and a girl in high school who are both basically very much outsiders. Eleanor has crazy hair, crazy outfits, and she just always stands out whether she wants to or not. And Park is the exact opposite. He's this quiet boy, at the back of the bus with his headphones on, doesn't really interact much with other people. And in this story, these two people meet and fall in love, and that's literally all I know about it. But it seems cute and sweet, and I'm hoping that it's going to be relatable. Just an honest portrayal about what it means to be an outsider and to not fit in, but to find love despite and because of that. And keeping up with this trend of cute romance novels, the next one that I picked up is The Little Shop of Happy Ever After by Jenny Colgan. This book is about a bookworm named Nina who dreams of running her own little bookshop. But real life is a bit trickier than the stories Nina loves, as she discovers when she moves to the beautiful wild highlands of Scotland to turn her dreams into a reality. And then the author writes, I've tried to write the kind of book I love, cozy, funny, with cute guys, but also entirely dedicated to us, the book lovers, the readers, so come join our gang. The blurb on the back of this book just gave me all of the feels and honestly just sold me on picking up this book. It says, sometimes I think being a reader is kind of like being in a special club. Like, we know that there's nothing better than curling up with a good book in front of the fire or on a sun lounger or under a tree. But sometimes I feel maybe we're the only people who know that reading is different to and better than all the crazy busy stuff we all get caught up with every day. So I've written a book for and about readers. Yes, please. If you haven't figured it out by now, I am what you would call a complete and utter hopeless romantic, and I just eat this stuff up, so there we go. The next book came as a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to pick this up, but it is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book has been wildly popular on BookTube and beyond for forever, and I still haven't picked it up because I'm a child and I'm scared. I mean, look at this, and the photographs, like, it's so creepy. Is this a horror? Is it a thriller? Is it... I don't know. But nonetheless, it scares me. It really does. I'm not even 100% sure what this is about. The blurb says that there's this boy named Jacob and he's 16 years old, and after some horrible family tragedy he is sent to the remote islands off the coast of Wales, and here he is taken in by Miss Peregrine in her home for peculiar children, obviously. But then here he discovers that these children are not only he discovers that these children are not only peculiar, but they may also have been quarantined because they are dangerous. So I really don't know. I'm gonna attempt to read this book, but honestly, if it's too scary or creepy, I'm just gonna put it down and I'm not even gonna feel sorry about it. It's really just not my cup of tea. But I'm gonna try. The lighting has gotten really bad suddenly. The sun has decided to call it a day, I guess. So I'm just gonna quickly finish this. The last book that I got was Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. This is a YA science fiction novel set in a galaxy where there's this invisible force called the current, and every person has a current gift which may or may not be useful to them. So in this particular planet, there is a cultural divide between two very different groups of people, where the one side is very violent and brutal and tyrannical, the other side values things like harmony and peace and lovingness instead. So we have two main characters here. This is a dual perspective novel, and Arcos, the male character, is from the peaceful side, and then him and his brother are kidnapped by the tyrannical ruler of the other side. And Arcos becomes determined to protect his brother and to get his brother out of there to safety. But while he's there, he meets Syra, a girl who is part of the ruling family of the opposing side, and their lives just become intertwined from there. I'm guessing from there both of them kind of go on a bit of a self-discovery, questioning journey of, you know, figuring out who they are, what they believe in, what they're willing to fight for and stand up for. I haven't read a sci-fi book in really long, so I'm hoping this is going to be good. And that has been my little library adventure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you again soon.